Hey people of the CV, it's Randy Maldi Clouder, and in this video I'm going to do something a little bit different. I am going to show you how to turn a Carbon Garden black vinyl album into an absolutely killer coloured vinyl. Stay tuned. Okay, so we're ready to start with the first phase of the experiment, and that is to clean the record. We want to make sure that the record is completely clear from dust and grease and anything that's going to prevent the colour transformation from taking place. Here we have, oh, sorry for the wobble. Here we have, there we go, MFN 60. This is my Master of Puppets Music Foundations original. I love this record, and I am looking forward to seeing this transformation take place and sharing it with you as I turn it from this pretty lifeless black vinyl into something quite special. So let's give it a clean first. And the other way. And let's give it a dry off. So I'm using the Spin Clean record washer Mark II. Love this machine. I think it gives outstanding results on cleaning, and it's perfect for making sure that the vinyl is in the right state. And we'll leave the record there on the rack to air dry, and then we'll move on to the next stage. Right, so we've come outside Cloudy Towers for this bit of the experiment, because it's going to get a little bit messy. First of all, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you've got a nice surface for the colour to stick to. So what we're going to do is I've got here some 320 grade fine sandpaper, and I'm just going to go and give it a quick rub on the outside just to give it a key the surface. So yeah, a key of a surface so the colour will stick. Obviously, little tip here, you don't want to rub too hard because you don't want to actually delete any of the tracks on your record. So here we go. Always best to go with the grain as well. Make sure everything gets a bit of a covering. There we go. Apologies for the wonky camera. Right, that's good. That's just what we need. See fine little bits of dust on here. Now we want to give this another clean, but I don't want to put this through this Spin Clean again because I don't want the fine dust is going to affect the brushes. So I've just got some hand cleaner here, hand record cleaner. Just going to put a little bit on, keep them clear of that label, don't want to spoil the record, and just give it a wipe off. There we go. This will get all the dust off and ready to get the colour in place. So there we go. I'm just gonna, that's perfect. Nice, slightly abrasive surface, and we're going to let that dry naturally for a few minutes, and then I'm going to come back and apply the colour. We're ready to apply our chosen colour to the record now. I'm going to be using this lovely sort of aquamarine blue cover with this plastic coat perfect finish. I've chosen a gloss finish on this because I want the record to look as near mint as possible when I finished, and it to sparkle like a brand new record. It is a spray print, so I'm still outside, and I've got this box set up here so I can keep everything nice and clean and tidy. So let's get to it. Of course, first of all, I don't want to spoil the label. So I've got this old tin of paint that's a perfect size. I'm just going to cover up the label like this because we obviously don't want to ruin that best bit of the record. A lovely Music Foundations label. So here we go. Obviously, the key is to apply nice even short strokes. We don't want too big a build-up of paint. We don't want to fill those grooves in, do we? Now, depending on how much you want to put on here, depends on the finish you want. If you want a smoky finish, I could leave it like this, but I'm going for that full-on opaque colour vinyl. And there you have it. I'm going to leave that to dry now for a good hour, air dry it out here, and then we'll come back and I'll show you where we go from there. Right, so we're back inside for this next portion of the video experiment. As you can see, the colour has come out absolutely beautifully. You can see the shine along here. The record looks mint again, and I'm really happy with the result. But there's so much more you can do with this. What I've decided to do is I'm going to add this this glitter paint to the record. Now, this has a couple of advantages. Firstly, it's going to look fantastic when the record is spinning around. The light shining off it is just going to look mesmerising. And also the small glitter particles in here, they will actually add to the clicks and pops sound on the record, and the record will sound a lot more authentic and warm as a result. Now, you can pick this up from any specialist vinyl stockists, or I got this one actually from my my daughter's arts and crafts box. But let's go ahead. So you just need a liberal amount. Bit here, bit there, maybe 4 spodges around, and a good, nice, wide, soft brush, because we don't want to damage the vinyl. And just give it a, you know, go with the grain again. We don't want to cause any particular damage, and just spread it as evenly as possible around, trying to avoid getting on that label. Yeah, and just keep going until you're done, until you're really happy with the coverage. Because again, it doesn't have to be perfect. What you make of this, what you get out of it, that's the main thing. And there we go. I'm absolutely happy with that now. I'm going to leave that to dry, and then we'll go back in the music room and we'll have a final appraisal of the project. So here we have it, the final finished product. Look at that sparkle. Look at that. That's just amazing. It looks $1 million. It's no longer black and dull. It's now shiny, almost mint again, and the sort of quality finish that you get from you know, coloured vinyl, spatter vinyl these days as well. Truly mesmerising, and the weight as well. Now, I've taken an 80s record that was, you know, at the time the vinyl was fairly flimsy, but the paint and the glitter together have given it some additional weight, and it is now much more like a 180 gram record, which, you know, the quality there is, you know, is oh, we dropped it, is excellent. So all that's left to do is the play test. So let's give it a spin, see how it sounds.